This was supposed to be routine. Instead, it's turned into a psychological test. When Arsenal make the short trip across North London to face Tottenham Hotspur, the match won't just be about 3 points. It will be about nerve. About belief. And about whether this team can finally shake off the whispers of bottle that follow them every spring. The question hanging in the air is simple: are Arsenal cracking under pressure at the very moment their best title chance in 2 decades is within reach? 2 weeks ago, this derby looked manageable. Spurs have won just 2 of their 13 home league games this season. On paper, it felt like an opportunity. Now, it feels very different. Tottenham recently sacked Thomas Frank and turned to Igor Tudor, a manager brought in with one clear mission: stabilize the club and avoid relegation. Tudor's CV stretches from Hajduk Split and Galatasaray to Udinese, Marseille, Lazio, and Juventus. His track record shows he often sparks immediate reactions when he arrives. Add that to a derby atmosphere, and Arsenal walk into a far more volatile environment than they expected. But Spurs are only part of the story. Arsenal remain top of the Premier League. They won all 8 of their Champions League group matches. They have a Carabao Cup final against Manchester City on the horizon and a very winnable FA Cup 5th round tie at Mansfield Town. From a distance, everything looks healthy. So why does it feel tense? The turning point was the collapse at Molineux. Leading 2-0 against Wolves, a side fighting relegation, Arsenal somehow let the game slip away. The 94th minute equalizer, credited to Tom Edizzi and deflecting in off Ricardo Calafiori, summed up the chaos. Goalkeeper David Raya collided with Gabriel in a moment of confusion. Panic replaced control. Wolves didn't stop at the final whistle. A TikTok post mocking Arsenal's game management racked up more than 2 million views. There were jokes about time wasting at corners and an image of Gabriel Martinelli's earlier 2-1 gesture, which suddenly looked premature. Opta statistics added fuel. Arsenal have taken a league-high 117 minutes restarting play from corners this season, with an average delay of 44 seconds. Petty? Maybe. But when confidence is fragile, even small jabs can sting. That draw trimmed Arsenal's lead to 5 points over City, and they've played a game more. Crucially, the 2 sides still meet at the Etihad on April 18th. The title race is very much alive. History doesn't help ease the nerves. Arsenal have finished second 3 years running, twice to City, once to Liverpool. And in each of the past 4 seasons, City have outperformed Arsenal across the final 12 games. In 2023-24, just a single point separated their run-ins. In 2021-22, it was a 12-point swing. City know how to hunt. That reputation lingers. There are tactical concerns too. Since beating Aston Villa 4-1 on December 30th, Arsenal's one-steal defense has softened. They've conceded 1 league goal per game since, compared to 0.61 before. Leads have slipped against Manchester United, Brentford and, most painfully, Wolves. At times, they've looked cautious when ahead, as if fear of losing has overtaken the instinct to win. Is this what pressure does? Manager Mikel Arteta insists the team must live in the present. He describes the current moment as beautiful and says he's staying calm, listening carefully to what his players need. Recently, he told supporters to jump on the fun boat. But on the touchline, he has cut an increasingly tense figure. There's also the physical toll. Martin Zubimendi, signed from Real Sociedad in the summer, has played 2,270 league minutes, more than any Arsenal outfield player, starting 26 of 27 matches. That's a heavy workload in a debut Premier League season. Meanwhile, £60 million signing Ebereki Eze, who arrived from Crystal Palace ahead of Spurs in August, has played just 360 minutes in the league since November despite featuring in every matchday squad. His hat-trick in the 4-1 win over Spurs earlier in the season feels a long time ago. Help could be on the way. The returns of Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz would add quality and calm. And it's important to remember, Arsenal are still in a strong position across every competition. If you'd offered this scenario back in August, most fans would have taken it instantly. But context changes everything. Win at Spurs, and the noise quietens. Lose, or even stumble again, and the narrative grows louder. What once looked like a straightforward derby has become something else entirely, a referendum on belief, resilience, and whether this Arsenal side can finally cross the line. Sunday isn't just another North London derby. It's a test of champions.